Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we shall be looking at um, database management again. And then this database management is basically going to be, we'll be looking at navigation forms and then that of reports, and not only navigation forms, but I'll be taking you through how to create forms for your database in Microsoft Access. I'll also be taking you through how to create reports in Microsoft Access. So without wasting my time, let's get started. Before that, I'm Joseph, Vital Source Technologies Chief Executive Officer. My interesting area is database management, and that is the more reason why I'm taking you through this particular tutorial. So please get your computer ready as we get started. Okay. All right. So first of all, I will just need to go straight to my system and upload. I have a template of database here that is queries, tables, and that of even sample forms. So we are going to look at how to design or create forms for our database. And basically, when we talk about database is not something strange, but it is all about getting your information stored at a particular place where you can easily access them at a time. And when we also talk about database, means you have to enter the information somewhere for the records to be hosted in another aspect of the system. So where the information are kept is where we call the database. But where you enter the information is what we call the forms. Okay, so your information will be kept either in as a report or in a table. So reports are traceable to tables. So when you enter your information or your database records in the form, they will go to find themselves in a place called the reports. So at the end of it all, you either print your report or you store your report. So in this particular tutorial, that is the second part of database management, and we are going to deal much into the database management forms. Without wasting my time, before you create a form, you need to have tables. And we have looked at that. If you haven't watched our first class tutorial on how to create forms and queries, please check in the description of this video below, and you will see the link to that particular tutorial. Go watch it and come back and join us for this class. Okay, so we are going straight to develop forms or tables. When you look at the left-hand side of your screen, you see that I have some tables here, and below the tables are queries, and below the queries are forms. Okay, so we are going straight to Kickstart on how to create forms for our database. So first of all, we want to create form for one of the tables here by name adults. Adults here. We also have community ministry and many other stuff. First of all, we are going to pick one of these stuff and create a form for this particular table adults. Okay, so there are two ways of creating a table as far as my knowledge in database management, Microsoft Access is concerned. First of all, to create a form for database tables, you need to go to create. Then in the create, you have forms here. We have form design, we have blank form, we have form wizard, we have navigation, then we have more forms. Now, all these options, please do not be scared. They are there to help you to explore to the level of your knowledge. So when you are dealing with a wizard, it means that you are going to get your records from a source directly. The system will run using the table that you want to create a form for and automatically transfer the record into the form for you to now do the necessary design. So that is the main purpose of this form wizard. Now we also have the report wizard, and we have query wizard, and we even have query buttons as well. Okay, so those ones, they help you to structure your database interface at the fastest rate as compared to if you go to pick the blank form you are going to design, it means that you need to set the source of your data before you can be able to handle the blank form. So in this particular tutorial, we are going to look at both sizes of the coin, and after which we're going to look at how we can create a navigation menu for our forms. Okay, so without wasting my time, let's get started. We are just going straight to deal with the first aspect, which have to do with the blank form. So we are going to click on blank form. Then you can see an interface of this nature. So here what you need to do is that just right click on your keyboard, then go to design. And when you go to design, you can see that you have a different interface of the screen. So meaning this is the boundary of this particular form. So however you want your form to be, you can either click at any point of the form and drag it to enlarge it or to reduce the size. You can see that when I drag the form, it has increased its length and breadth. So you can see how big it is now. So I just need to reduce this particular form. And when the need arises that we need to reduce or increase the size, then we go ahead to do that. Okay. So now this particular form, there is no information on the interface of it. So we will need to put the information on this particular form. Okay. So now what we need to do is that I told you that before you create a form, you need to have your information in a table. If you don't have a table, you cannot create a form. So because you will need the table as the source, as a data source for you to be able to create a form in Microsoft Access database. Now, I already told you that we are going to create a form for the adults. So the table by name adults. Okay, so what we need to do right now is we need to save this form and now proceed with our design. So to save this form, you just need to go straight to your left-hand side. At the corner over there, you can see save. Click on it, and a pop-up menu will come. We need to enter the name of the form, how you want to save the form. So I'm going to save this form as adults form. FR means form. That is just a shortcut for form. And you click OK to create or to save the form. So now that the form is saved, if you look at the top here, you can see that the name of which you have saved this form with is already at the top left-hand corner. So now, right now, you can make a whole lot of design to this particular form, either by changing the color or adding in other boundary or whatever that you may wish your form to look like. So right now, if I right-click, I want to change the color for the form. So I just need to right-click. Then you can see a pop-up menu here. We have event build or build events. We have tab order. We have paste. We have field and back color. We have alternate field and back color. We have ruler. We have grid. And we have page header, form header, foot properties, form properties, and many others. Now, as time goes on, we shall be looking at the various fields as we are looking at it. We tackle them one after the other. Now, the first aspect we are seeing here is build event. Build event is when you want to develop this particular form or design this form using coding. So meaning if I'm going to click on this, you can see that it will give me three options to build my course: expression builder or code builder. So if I go to code builder, it means I'm going to build this particular form using coding. You can see that it has opened an interface for me to begin with my coding, which I started with private SAP, and that has been the introductory part of coding. Okay, so but we are not going to develop this form using coding, but we just want to use to pick our records from a source. Okay, so first of all, I want to change the color of this form. So what we need to do is right click on it, then you trace to fill stroke back color. So here you need to pick any of the colors that you want your form to have. So here I prefer this particular color. You can see that right now, if you look at the form interface, the color has been changed automatically. If I right click again and go to there and select any color, you can see that the form color has been changed. So that is how to change the color of a form. Okay. Now the next thing we are going to do is we now want to put some records source. We need to upload some records from a source to this particular form. For example, maybe if I open this particular data, you will see that we have type, we have ID, we have title, we have first name, middle name, last name, gender, and the hometown. So we want this record to be on the form so that when you are filling the form, you provide the necessary information that move in line with that of the title. Say that the information will be housed in the table or a report. Okay, so to do that, you just need to right click, then go to form properties, the form properties, you can see that a table has been opened at your right-hand corner. So here we have format, we have data, we have events, we have order, we have all. Now, any of this menu that if you click on any of these portions, it will open to you an information. So first of all, we are already on format. The under format, you can see that there are a whole lot of information here. So now if you go to data, you can see that under data, we have other information. If you go to event, you have other information. If you go to order, you equally have other information. Now, if you go to all, you also have other information. Now, what we need to do is that we want to get our information from a source. And what then is the source name? We are getting the information from a source by name, table add-ons. Okay, table add-ons. So you go to data, then under record source, you click on this arrow here, then you select the table or the query of which you are developing this form for. Now, when you trace under this particular information, you can see that we have table add-ons here, and that is what we want to develop this form for. So you click on it, then you save, then you come to table to design. When you come to design, you can see that we have property seed. Under the property seed, you just need to go to add existing fields. It means that the existing field name is there because the information you are going to put on the interface of the form, they already existed. So you just need to click there. And when you click there, you can see that these are the records that are found in the table add-ons. So you need to pick this information and put them on the surface of the form. So you are transferring them to the surface of the form, meaning you are building this form using this particular data records. Now, you can begin clicking and dragging one after the other to the screen. However, it is wise enough for you to just select all of them and pick them to the interface of the form and begin your design. Now, to do that, you just need to click on the first one. Then you press and hold on your Shift key. Then you click on the last one. You can see that everything has been highlighted at once. Now, to transfer this information to this particular form, just left click and hold, then drag the information to the form interface. You can see that the information has been kept on the form. Now, the next thing for you to do is to make sure that you align them like the way you want. So if this color is not nice for you, you can change the color by choosing the color you personally wish for. Okay, so here, you can also highlight and make this particular text bold enough for people to be able to see. Okay, so to the left, you can see that there are information here which are not transparent. Okay, so I just need to highlight, click outside, drag over the text. You can see it is highlighted. So I want to put some formatting to it. I just go to format. Then under this, you can see that the interface is almost like that of the Microsoft Word. So to change the text color, I just need to click on this arrow and select the color I want to put. So I click on it, make it bold enough, increase the font size to probably 12. So, and that is enough for me. Okay, so I can also change the background of the text. If I go to this particular arrow over here and click on this arrow background color, or just give it a particular color here, you can see it is transparent now. Okay, so if I want to give any different color, I can change it. Okay. All right, so with this, I can now go ahead to also see where the entering of your information. Here is where you enter. So this information you are seeing after you are finished and you open the form in the data entry view, you will not see this records. What it means is that this record here, that is where you are going to put. It means under gender, what you are going to put is you are going to put gender there. So maybe you are going to put male or female. So that is why this has appeared in this nature. But after the form is designed, when you open it in a data entry view, you will not see this records. You see it blank for you to enter your records. Okay, now that I've highlighted this, I want to increase the length of this particular data entry interface. So I just need to drag and leave it over there. You can see how it looks. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is that we want to we want to also make it in such a way that when you enter the information, there should be a border. Okay, maybe you want to create a border for this particular record. So to do that, what you need to do is that make sure you align the information to your expectation. So right now you can see that this one has been enlivened. Okay. So what we need to do is that we want to also make sure that this information matches, it is traceable to the record entry forum. Okay, so you just need to click and drag, let it type its corresponding record source. In that way, you can see how it is appearing this way. Please, if you have any question as you are watching this video, you can just put your comment below and I'll look at it and attend to you shortly. Okay, so please watch carefully. You can pause the video and practice alongside us. We are all going through the tutorial. Okay. Okay, so here you can see that we have now aligned our information perfectly. Now, the next thing I want to do is that I want to give a borderline, okay, for each of this field. This particular field, I want to give a borderline. So I need to highlight this information. Then, after highlighting this information, I'll go to format. Then, under format, you see that we have shape outline. So I'll click on the small arrow over here. Then, come down to lines thickness. And under line thickness, I'll select the second one. Now I have selected that. I will need to give a color to that particular line I've selected. I'll go to shape outline, then select any of these colors and click on it. So I'll just click on any of these colors. Good. So now I am done. Okay, so if you save and open this form, you will see that it will not look nice. So the next thing we want to do is that we want to make sure that this particular form, whenever you click to open it, it should pop up. Okay. Right now, if I save this form, or if I upload this form and open it, you see how it will look like. It will not have an end. Though, with how you have aligned it, you can see that it is having an end. But if you don't set on pop-up, you open the form, it will look as if it is covering almost the whole of the screen. So you need to set it in such a way that when you open, it pop up. You need to also set it that when you click on a form, it should open and be on a center automatically without you putting on a center. So that will help you to show, or that will help Microsoft to let you know the limitation or the ending part of your form. So without wasting my time, I'll just close this form and come back to the form and click on add our form. And you can see how it is. You can see the informations are here, but the form has still gone even to an outskirt without showing any ending part of the form. So, and that is not what we want. Okay, you can see that now if I want to enter information here, you can see that I can type anything here. I can type any information on this. Okay, well, so now we want to still make editing to this platform. So you right click on an empty space here, then there'll be a pop-up. Then you go to design view. In design view, you see that this is what you have. So you need to close this field, then right click again, then you go to form properties. And the form properties, you go to format, and the format, you look for pop-up. If there's no pop-up under the format, then you go to order. Now, under order, you can see pop-up here. So instead of you leaving it on no, you change it to yes. Okay. Now you go to format again, then you go to auto center. You see it is on no under this particular aspect. So you change it from no to yes. Meaning we want when the form is open, it should be centered automatically. Now we are done with that. You just need to click on save, then you close this form again, then you open it back, and you see how it will look. So this is how your form will look like. You can drag and hold and move. You can drag and hold and move anywhere. So this is how the form is going to look like. Okay. You can still make this form bigger as you think. However, if it looks too big and the information on the interface too small, you say you look at it that it is not nice. If I drag, this is what I'll have. Click on save, close it, open it up, and this is the form I have. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so this is the form I have. Now you can still change the color. If the color is not nice to your expectation, then you right click again, go to color, they put any color here. You can see how it is looking like. Wow. So I just need to reduce the size. Okay, reduce the size. Then save. Close it. Open it. You can see the form. This is how my form is going to look like. Okay. Now, if you want to still move the information up there, you can still go ahead to do that. Right click, design view, highlight all this information, drag it up. Okay, drop it there. Move this one up. Save it. Close it. Open it up. And this is what you have. Okay, this is how your form is going to be like. Now you can still add other design to this form. You can add a title to the form. You can add a logo to the form. You can add so many things to the form. Now, for example, if I want to give a heading to this platform, I'll go to design. Then under design, we'll look at the right-hand side. You also see something like logo. You can see title. You can see date and time. You can add an automated date and time to the form. So anytime you open the form will display your current time based on the time status of your computer. If your computer time is wrong when you open, the form will equally display the exact time that is on your computer. So here we just go to add title. So click on title. Okay. So when you click on title, you can see that it has opened a form at the top, an interface at the top. So you just click and drag and edit this particular heading. Okay. So we are going to key in adults entry. Okay. Just like that. Now you can make this one to be at the center. Go to format, align it to the middle. You can change the color. You can change it to any color of your choice. Okay. So let me say I want to change it to red. Okay, it'll be in red, but I don't want it to be that way. I'll change it to white, then change the background to dark, and you are finished. Okay. So now if I upload this form back, you will see that there is a heading of the form. Okay, so I want to save it. Close. So open it up. You see there's a heading here, adults entry form. So you can drag the heading to anywhere that you want. Okay, if you want to put a logo here, you just need to click over there. You can see that the system will automatically show you a place where you insert your logo. So if I put my logo here, I just need to go to design, then go to logo, then it will send me to my system, then I'll select the logo I want to insert there. So here I just need to look for a logo, then I'll send it there straight to put it on the logo aspect. Okay, so we are just looking for where I can get a logo. Okay, now here, if you get your logo, you just need to click on the logo and click on open. Okay, so this is my logo. Click OK. You can see that the logo has appeared automatically. So now I just need to save this form. Open it up. You can see that there's a logo over there. Okay, you can see the logo over there on the form. So that is how to create a form in Microsoft Access for your database. Now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to look at how we'll be adding commands, okay, command buttons to the form. For example, now that you have this form, if you enter the information, you will need to save the information. Okay, so before you can save the information, you will need something like a save command. So that when you click on that particular button, it will save your form information or your form records. But before we do that, we want to add some other design to this form by adding multiple options boundary. So you just need to go to design. The other design, you can see there's a symbol here called option group. So you click on option group, come and start at the edge or any edge of this particular information. Click, hold, then drag over the information here. Okay, click and drag. You can see that now there'll be a pop-up. Click on cancel. Then you don't want to give any title to this boundary. So click there, click on delete, and the boundary is gone. So save, and you will see that there will be a boundary around the information. Okay, if I open this form up, you can see that there is a boundary. Okay, you can see the boundary over there. So that is how to design a form. Okay, now you can create as many forms on one form. Okay, for example, I can align this one and add another form to this. So this form we have created a Microsoft Access database. We call it a single form. We can create a continuous form. So as records are entered into this form, those information will be appearing in the continuous form. Okay, when you look at the default view of this form, you can see single form. So what we have created here is a single form. And there's another way you can create a different type of form called a continuous form or data seed or splitted form. You can see that we have a continuous form here. So if we create a particular form, that is how it's going to be. It's going to be in a continuous form. Okay. So we are done with creating a form. So the next thing is that we are going to now add the command buttons. So to add a command button, go to the form of which you want to add a command button. Then right click, then go to design view. Then under design view, you go to design. Then you can see that we have some records here or some information at the top. So the first one, you can see we have select, we have text box, we have label, we have buttons. So what we are looking for in all these options is a button. The button is a command, it's a buttons wizard that you use to create a command. Say that when that particular button is clicked, it gives you some commands. For example, if I click on the button delete, it means it's going to delete my records. If I click on the button save, it means it's going to save my records. So here, you just need to click on it. Then you come to where you want to insert your button or where you want your button to be. Click and hold, then drag over it. You can see that. Okay. So you can see there's a pop-up here. That is what we call the command button wizard. You can see it at the top over there. So now, what command are you instructing the this particular button? When you click on the what do you want the button to do? Or what do you want the system to do when you click on this button? Okay, what we want the system to do is that we want it to save the records. So under these categories, you go to record operations. And under record operation, you want it to save the records. So you click on save, go to next. Then under the we have two other options. We have the text and the picture. Maybe this button, you don't want the button, you don't want just the text, you want an image to be over there. So if you want an image to be there, then you need to select the image. And under that, we have two different. You can say, when I click on any of them, show me a sample. Okay. You can browse and upload an image that suits your interest. Okay. You can just go and browse and it will send it to your computer so for you to select the image of who you want to use for this particular button. But in our case right now, we want to allow the text to be there instead of the picture. So we select on text. Then you can see, you can change the heading. Okay, you can change the title for this button. So I can enter something like update. Okay, update. When you put on update, you click on next. Then you can see here, if you want, you can give a name so that when you are choosing for that particular button, you can look at it. So I can do like BNG, meaning button. Or you can put CMD, meaning command button, save. Okay, just like that, and click on finish. So that is the heading. You can see that the title on this particular button is update. Okay, so when I enter my records in this particular form and click on update, the system will automatically update my records for me. Okay, now you can edit this particular button with different colors. The text, you can change the text, you can remove the text, add an image, you can combine the text and that of an image to this particular form. Okay, now here, I just want to make some design to it. So I just click on it, highlight, go to format. Then the format, I'll go to shape effects. And the shape effect, I'll go to bevel. And the bevel, you can select any of these shapes depending on how you want your text to look like. You can see the one I selected, that particular one. You can see how the button looks like right now. You can drag it, change the color so that it can be seen clearly. So if I go to this, I want to give it a color. You can see the button color has been changed automatically. So that is how it's going to look like. Okay. So here you just need to drag the button to cover a space that will suit your interest. Now you can also change the text color. Instead of it being dark this way, you can go to format, then go to the A over there, then change the color to white so that it can be seen clearly. Okay. Now that is how to add a button in Microsoft Access. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is that we are now going to add another button called the delete button. Say that when you put an information, you can use the delete button to delete the records. So you go to design, and the design you go to buttons, then you come and click again and drag. So here you are going to select delete. So under records navigation, we have record operation, form operation, report operation. So you go to records operation. Then under records operation, we want to delete. To add a delete button, so you select delete. Go to next. Then under next, you can pick an image. You can pick a text format. So today we want to select picture format for the delete. So I select transparent. You can see there's a can over there. You also select this. You can see there's an image over there. If I click on next, then I'll be allowed to enter the name of this button, CMD button delete. Okay, just like that. Now you click on finish. So I've added a delete button to drag and leave it like that. Okay, so you can change the color, make it more clearer than it is. Good. So this is what you have here. Now you can change the shape style over there, just like that. Okay. Now, if that is not nice, you can still change it. Change it. Good. That. So we want to save. Wow. So this is how your form is going to look like. So meaning when you enter the records and you click on update, it will save the information. If you click on delete, it will delete. Okay, so let's enter something. And at this, I want to select officer. Then I want to enter the title is Mr. Okay. Then I want to type the first name here. So maybe let me just put something like and I'll go to the, I don't have a middle name, I'll go to the last name. Then I'll go to gender and select. Gender is going to be a selection. Okay. Male, the hometown. Let's put something there. Then under address, I'll just put in address over there for the sake of this demonstration. Okay, so I'm done with my address. I'll just put the phone number over there. Okay, so we go to email, they enter the email over there. This is the email over there. Now, member status, is the member still active in the church or not? We select it is active. Okay. Now you see why it is necessary to add buttons. Now, if you have entered this information and I don't have a button, so it means I won't be able to give any command to this particular information. But right now, I want the information to be saved. Now, the ID here, I've not entered anything because the system will automatically generate a code starting from 1 to infinity for any record you are entering. So that aspect, you cannot enter any information. So right now, I want to save the information. I click on update, and the information is updated. If I want to delete and click delete, you see, you're about to delete one record. If you click yes, you won't be able to undo this delete operation. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes. So the information is gone. Okay. So that is how to add buttons to a form. Please continue to, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are more advanced educational tutorial I am yet to upload into the YouTube channel. And I strongly believe that with your contribution and your cooperation, this will be a successful class and will help you a lot. Okay. So you close this form. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to create what we call a navigation menu. To create a navigation menu, go to create. Then, now before I proceed to say anything, navigation menu is basically the purpose of navigation menu is to help you to be able to let's say that you can have a navigating menu where you have access to click different information at a time. Okay, so what I mean is that if you are having an information like reports in that of form, so at navigation menu, you could either decide to click on form or to click on report. That it gives you quick access to your information of interest. So right now we want to create a navigating menu, and to create a navigating menu, you just need to go to create. Then under create, you go to navigation. You can see that we have form wizard navigation. We have more forms. So we just need to go to navigation over here. Then it depends on how you want your navigation to be. Maybe you want your navigation tabs to be at a horizontal layout. You may want it to be in a vertical. You may want it to be in a horizontal tabs and vertical tab left. Then horizontal tab and vertical tab right. Okay, so you just need to select any of this and proceed. Now, if you go to horizontal tabs and vertical tabs, click on it. Okay, so now under this, you can see that we have the horizontal and then we have the vertical at the left. Okay, so you will need to give names. Maybe at the first one, I want to give it a name. Okay, so here, if I want to give it a name, what I just need to do is that I will need to go. Now here, we will need to enter the name we want this place to be. Maybe this one is going to be forms. Okay, so we need to enter forms. But apart from that, you can personally also decide that this one is going to be, let's say, officers. Okay, just like that. Then if you click here again, it will give you another place to enter another name. Okay, so here I'll add like calculator. Okay, then go to display. I want to add another one. I want to add something like developer. So developer over here. If I go to this one, I want to add another button. Okay, so here I want to add members. Okay, so here I want to add another navigation like let's say donations. Good. So now that you have this, we can add another one. Let me see what I can add again. Okay, good. I can add visitors. Okay, visitors. Now you are done with that. I will just need to come back here. Then at the left-hand corner, you will need to click and drop to where you want the form to be. For example, officers. So I need to click on the officers form, drop it at add new here. Okay. So let's look for officers. Under the left-hand corner, you have officers form here. Click and drag. Then boom. It is dropped. You can see that when it is dropped, the form is opened automatically. Then you go to the next one. Now, the next one is calculator. So I look for calculator over here. Click and drag. Boom. You can see the calculator is open. Okay. Wow, there's duplication here. So I just need to remove one of them. This one, I need to remove it. Okay. Can just click on delete. Then it's gone. Good. You see, developer has come automatically. Now the next one is that I'm going to click another one. Go to members. Click on members form. Boom. It drop. It's open. Then go to donations. Look for donation form. Click. Boom. You see, it's open over there. Go to visitors. Then look for visitors form. It's over here. Click. Drop. Boom. It's open. Then go to okay, I think that is all. Maybe I need another one. I can add a name over there. Okay, so this one is going to be ties. Ties. This one I'm going to add another one as teens, teenagers. Okay, teenagers. Now let me come to ties. So look for ties form. Click and drag. Drop it here. Boom. you see that there is nothing much in the text aspect. So this is what you will see. Okay. Now let's go to teenagers. And the teenagers, I'll just click, drop it here, boom, it's over there. And that is all. Okay. So that is the navigation. You can save, you can open this navigation in any form. So I just need to click on save here. They say navigation menu. Okay. Navigation menu. Just like that. Okay, so and that is all. You can close this form and open it back again. Now, if you open this form, you're going to see that it will not pop up. This is how the form is going to look like. And you can see that it is not mine at all. If I go to calculator, see that, see that, see that. Wow, it's navigating perfectly. So that is how it works. Okay. So now if I want, I will just need to close this form, then go and right click on navigation and go to design view. Go to design view over here. Then I want this form to always pop up. So I right click on this form, then go to form properties. Then the form properties, I'll go to order, and the order I'll select pop up. Yes. So then I'll go to format, then center. Yes. I want this font to always be at the center. Then you click on save. Wow. Now let's go back there. Navigation. Boom. You can see that it has popped up. Okay. So now I can navigate to any place. You can see that. See that? Wow. Okay. So here, you can still make a lot of design to these buttons. For example, if I right click here and go to design view, I can change the appearance of this button. Just need to click and drag, increase the size of it. Maybe this one I want it to be blue or whatever color I want it to be like. Just need to select the color. This is how I want it to be. You can change the appearance of the button. Wow, that is how it is. Then go to the next one again. You can change how I want it to be like. Pick it flat. Then I can give it a color, maybe black color. You can see that. Then go to design view, change this color again. I'll give it black color. You can see that. Go to this. You can do as many design as you think. Give it this color. Okay. And that's okay. Come here. Then go to format. Get a color for it. Then so this one, let me give it a particular color that can be seen clearly. The test color is not transparent. Okay. Then let's get this one a color. Let's say this color. Then get it a particular maybe red. Change the pattern shape to something like this. Wow. Okay. I'm left with 2. Select, give it a color. Now here, you're giving it this particular color. Okay. Then you change the shape. The shape depends on however you want it to be like, of your own choice. Then go to teenage. So here, get another color. Design. Then here, pick a color that you want. Change the font. Change it there. Then go to, I think that is all. Okay. Save. Then close it up. Open it. Open this. You can see how it is. Okay. So now here, if I go to any of these buttons, you can see that. Wow. Okay. You can see it. It's navigating. Wow. So you don't need to be going around looking for an information. You don't need to be at a interface and be going around wherever you want to be. Okay. Wow. See that? Good. That is all. Good. Okay. So that is how to create a navigating menu in Microsoft Access. Okay. You can create in such a way that you have reports and then forms at the navigation. Okay. And this one, you can still give a heading. You can see the heading over there, but you can still give a heading. Okay. See that. See that. Okay. So that is how to create navigation menu in Microsoft Access. Okay. So I really want to end here and thank you all for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit on the subscription button. Just click on subscribe and on your notification button, and then you'll be getting all my latest videos on database management, website design, and all other aspects of ICT. Please do not hesitate to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Wish you all the best and meet you another time. All the best. Bye.